You're listening to an Explore Finland radio show podcast.
Hi, thanks for joining me for another episode of the Explore Finland radio show. This is another one recorded in partnership with Glenn Murray, the Nordic tourist, as part of our Wild West of Finland series. And as you can probably hear, we're out on location today, so there's going to be a little bit of background noise, but we're actually outside on location in a Kalajärvi resort in Peräseinäjoki, and I'm joined today by a guest, Päivi Nurmikoski, who is part of the SFC-Kalajärvi Association, which runs the campsite here at Kalajärvi. Päivi, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, it's nice to be here. Yeah.
And just before we started recording, we were talking a little bit about the structure of the campsite and who owns it, and you were explaining about this association. So maybe just tell a little bit about that if you can.
Yeah, this place was first started around 80s. There was like two campers who decided to do this, and then it came bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we have around 2,600 members here. Not all are here. We have 90 places for all around here, stayers, and then we have around 100 places for visitors.
Right, okay, so there are people that are here all year round, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, I was surprised when we drove up today to see quite so many caravans still in place. We're recording this in the middle of March 2022. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it's quite cold, and I wouldn't have thought this is camping weather, but my eyes tell me otherwise.
Yes, we can stay here all year. It was on January. We stayed here and there was minus 30 degrees. Yes.
Okay.
And there was also hot in the van. So
I'm surprised. I've always thought of camping being a summer activity, but there is something about the Finnish camper. There's people driving around clearly all year.
Yeah.
And those ones that are here in winter, are they sort of the resident?
Yes, most of them. Yeah, most of them.
And their members.
Yeah.
So you have members and visitors, so people who are just touring around that are not necessarily members, that is still possible for them to stay here?
Yes, they are welcome. And on summertime, they are the most thing that gives money us.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And they can come here, stay one night, 1 week, as they decide. It's if you are a membership of the SFC Finland, it's 23 euros for night for one camper.
Yeah.
And it includes toilets and sauna and everything. That it's not so expensive.
And if you're a non-member?
It's 32 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that seems fair enough. There's
Yeah.
a reason to be a member of these associations. And we have listeners and viewers overseas as well as within Finland.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to be a member, what's the website they should go to, and how much is it?
I think it's 35 euros for the main association for a year, and I think it's around 30 euros. I don't remember exactly. It's around 60 euros for 1 year.
Yeah.
So it's
and where can people find out more information?
it's SF-Caravan-Kalajärvi.
Okay, all right, fine. And you were saying they joined the national association and then one of the local sites.
And
okay.
you can choose it where the local you want to stay. We live in Pori. It's 200 kilometers away here, but we like the place, so we are members of this place.
How often do you come up here for a weekend or for a longer holiday?
Almost every weekend.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of part of this Finnish mökki culture, this summer cottage culture, isn't it? It's just your cottage is on wheels.
Yeah, exactly. We can take it and took it somewhere else, so it's nice.
And why Kalajärvi? If you're from Pori, how did you end up being here?
Our girls, we have 2 9-year-old girls. They decide,
Okay.
yeah, because we have so much things to do here on winter times and summer times. So
that's interesting, because I know Kalajärvi through family.
yeah,
And I know it for the restaurant and the lake and the beach and the mini golf and things
Yeah.
like that. I know nothing about this campsite, so I'm hoping that once we've stopped talking here, maybe we can have a bit of a wander around and see what there is in the campsite.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
I've already noticed it's bigger than I realised, and you said there's about 200 sort of places for vans, so
yeah.
it's clearly quite a big place.
yeah, it seems quite small here. Yeah.
Yeah, from the road, but it
Yeah.
seems to go back quite a
Yeah,
long way.
yeah.
So I hope Glenn's got enough battery to get us around the whole site. But you said that the girls like it here because there's a lot of things to do, even in the winter
Yeah.
and in summer. So what do your girls like to do here in the winter? First of all,
If you look over there, there is a huge pulkkamäki.
which is a sledging hill.
Yeah,
Okay.
sledging
all right.
hill. Yes, that's the one thing. And then the ice track. It's so nice thing. And then the lake. You can go skis, and we have this thing. I don't know the English word. The napakelkka. It's a sled on the ice that you can turn around. Yeah.
We saw this. So let me for the podcast listeners just explain a little bit. If you want to see these things, then find the Nordic Tourist video, because we filmed all of these. But the skating track you mentioned is, in the summer, it's one of these running tracks or cycle tracks through the woods. But in the winter, it's smoothed out into an ice skating track through the woods, which, for me as a Brit, it looks really evocative and romantic. I don't skate. I don't do sliding on ice and snow. It's not for me. But it looks amazing. And then to be on the frozen lake, and this thing's like we would call it in the UK a roundabout, where you put the kids on and push them round. But this is a sledge with a pole fixed to a pivot in the middle, and you push the kids around. And Glenn and I were saying just before that this is one of those things where the parents do all the work and the kids get all the fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about in the summertime? What do the girls like to do in the summertime? I think it's kind of important for people to get a feeling for what the family can do. So what do the girls like to do in the summer?
The lake again. They are swimming all the time, and then we have again, I don't know the English word. We have a few girls here who plays with children on days from
okay.
10 to 8.
So all day they're like
every day
entertainers.
from midsummer. Yeah, the entertainers. Yes, from
Okay.
midsummer till end of June, around. They are here, and they do things. They are drawing, they are jumping and playing and everything for that.
So this is a bit like on a Mediterranean holiday, where you go there, your kids go to the children's club, and the
Yeah.
parents get a couple of hours in the morning and the afternoon just to
Yeah.
relax. And that's available here
Yes.
as well.
And it's free.
That's
For
quite
our
something.
customers, yeah.
You can hear. I
Yeah.
know this place, but I realise there's a black hole in what I know.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the campsite side of things, because I never needed to come here camping.
Yeah. And then we have one big thing.
Okay.
We have akujuna.
What is akujuna?
Akujuna, it's a train made by a tractor.
Yes,
There is
okay.
tractor that pulling 3, what do you call, vaunu?
Yeah, like carriages.
Yeah, carriages. And then it's go around on the area.
Where does it sort of visit for people? If people get on and ride the whole way, where does it
There
go?
is stop over there. You can see the sign.
Yes. Okay.
And nearby the playground.
Yeah.
And when it, my husband drives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's looking, maybe should I go? Yeah. And then he came here, and he get the keys and tell the office people that he's going to start the train. And they, the office people are using the microphones that they are telling children, akujuna is leaving. And then the old children are running from the bushes. So it's nice.
And then does it leave the campsite and go? Oh,
No.
it just goes around the campsite itself.
It
Okay,
goes around the campsite. Yeah.
But it's fun for the kids.
Yeah.
A couple of times a day to go for a ride or something.
I think it's more than a couple of times.
Okay.
Last summer, Vesku started to drive it from midsummer, and he ended end of August, and I thought it was around 500 laps that he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hardly saw him all summer
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. Okay. He had some fun.
But I have my own time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the kids are entertained and the husband's entertained. Then the holiday starts.
Yes.
So that's for the kids and if the weather's nice and you are 50 to 100 meters from the beach there at Kalajärvi, then it's a summer holiday. And what kids do on summer holiday is swim and play in the sand and with their friends.
Yeah.
But there's also quite a lot of things to do nearby for adults as
Yes.
well. So when you have some me time, or maybe when you and your husband are sort of entertaining yourselves, what do you like to do around here?
I like go to the woods and just go and walk there, and we have a good tracks there. I think it's around 50 kilometers. But
Okay.
you can just go there and start walking and
this is sort of is this kunturata sort of running tracks, or are they more luontopolku?
luontopolku. It's more that.
So that's more like a nature trail, narrow path through the woods. Yeah. Okay.
And then we have this biking track that you can go around the lake.
Yes.
Yes. And then we have the restaurant, and I hope it will be more open for summer and springtime.
This year, 2022, after 2 years of COVID, I
Yeah.
guess everybody's hoping that
Yeah.
things get back to normal.
Because they have good food there, and drinks and music and karaoke and
Yeah, and that's all the time. And then they also have the sort of special events,
Yes.
don't they?
Yes.
What special events are you expecting? Let's say in 2022, but then also maybe into the future as well.
they have good bands there, and they do this Kalajärvi soy things with the harmonica.
Yeah, harmonica. Yeah. Or accordion, is it? The squeeze box. Anyway, everyone knows the thing.
That one, and then I don't know exactly what they are planning for summer. I think they have quite good plans.
Well, actually, I was here 3 years ago in summer for the Sauna Fest.
Yes.
And I actually did some recording at the Sauna Fest.
Yeah.
With the organizer and with a few of the people that had saunas there. And I asked Satu to look through her phone the other day, and she has all the photos, and there are some very unflattering photos of me squeezing myself into some very funny looking saunas, but I'm prepared to put those on the internet when this podcast comes out. So if you're listening to this, there'll also be something about the Kalajärvi Sauna Fest, but it was amazing. I don't know if you were there that time.
No, we weren't.
There were maybe 30 different mobile saunas,
Yeah.
and it was free to get in. I don't know about this year, but previously it was free to get in. Everybody was really welcoming. They were happy for you to go into their saunas. As Glenn and I both know, being a kind of a foreigner in Finland, if you show some interest in these kind of events, people are really welcoming, and they want to talk about why they've turned their camper van into a sauna, or why they've turned there was all sorts of things. I can't even remember how to describe them now, but all these strange sort of industrial bits of equipment that suddenly had a sauna stove inside. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to coming down for. And also midsummer at Kalajärvi is quite something.
Yeah.
It's there was the tone of your voice said it all. Midsummer's the biggest sort of party in Finland, and it's really busy here. People are partying for 2 or 3 days on end, and if you come here at 9 o'clock in the evening on the first day, you are so far behind everybody else.
Yeah, because if you want to park your camper here, you have to come here by Monday.
The Monday before Midsummer Friday?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. On the Tuesday, you might be late.
Right, okay. So clearly it's a place that people really want to be for midsummer.
Yeah.
And if you get good weather, I mean, that's a good thing, but then also if people are partying in the sun, then that can also make things a little bit of a challenge. But it's if you're nearby, even if you're not staying over, if you're nearby, it's worth coming down. The place is really busy. Everyone's in that kind of festive mood, and it's daylight. This is the thing that people, when they first come to Finland in the summer, can't get their heads around, that it's midnight, but the sun's over there. Yeah. Or at least it's almost as bright as daylight anyway where we are. So that's quite something. Are there any other festivals or events or bigger things like this that go on during either in winter or in summer, maybe that have happened in the past that hopefully come back?
We have here in campsite, we have things for our customers.
Right, okay.
Through the year, for children, for adults, for families, a little bit for everything.
Is there a kind of a list of those on a website for the
yes,
site
our
itself?
Facebook side is the list.
What is the name of the Facebook site so that we can link to it and people can find it easily?
It's the same as SFC-Kalajärvi.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah,
so
on Facebook and also on Instagram.
If you're watching the video, it's up there. And if you're listening, it's up there. So, thanks, Päivi. I think that's been really interesting, and I was already looking forward to coming back during the summer, and now there's a little bit more to come back for. We're not, let's say Satu is not really into camping, so
but you
that
can
might be.
Come here and play frisbee golf. It's also a new one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for this summer, yes.
Nearby to the
It's on the ice track.
Ah,
inside
right.
the ice track.
Okay,
yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, there is 18 baskets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that would take me a very long time. I'm not very good at frisbee golf. Need to practice. But I think it shows there's quite a variety, and we didn't even mention also the mini golf that's nearby.
Course.
So you start to get the feeling that if you're here for a week, you know, there's probably enough activities going on to do something in the morning, something in the afternoon, and then, well, I would be in the bar in the evening, or maybe there's other activities going on here in the campsite as well if you're staying here.
Yeah, and also Tuuri is nearby, Seinäjoki and Ideapark are nearby, so
if the weather turns a little bit, you can get inside and do some shopping as well.
Yeah.
I think we can maybe wrap up the interview now. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for giving us your time and sharing your enthusiasm for Kalajärvi, which I do kind of share with you. And we're going to go maybe and have a wander around the campsite and do some more filming. So those that are listening to this, if you want to see more, then you should definitely head over to the video. There'll be a link just below the recording of this in your podcast player. But Päivi Nurmikoski from SF-Camping-Kalajärvi, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks.
You've been listening to the Explore Finland radio show. You can find me online at explorefinlandpodcast.com. You can follow the show on your social network of choice. Facebook at Explore Finland Radio Show, Twitter at Explore Finland, Instagram at Mark Wiltshire. See the links in the episode description. And remember to subscribe, rate and review the show wherever you're listening or watching.